Mark Hawley with Metaltech 4x4. After 9 months of development, testing, verifying, and building, Metaltech is happy to announce that we're releasing our 6-gen Bronco sliders. These mount directly to the frame, 100% bolt-on, no modifications to the truck. As they're being used, engaged, hit, there's no translated energy into the actual chassis of the truck. It's using the strongest point of the entire vehicle, which is the frame. The secondary rail here actually pushes the vehicle away and protects your quarter panel. When you're sliding along the first, you hit the second, that small amount of transition will actually push your truck, help save your truck. The other thing also that you're going to notice with Metaltech sliders is that the front and the rear are both ramped at all ways, because we don't always go forward. There's times we have to back up. And then of course the kick out itself is ramped as well. It's not, there's nothing blunt. There's no blunt surfaces or points at all. Everything is ramped because it's meant for direction of travel forward or direction of travel back. One of the biggest advantage of the sliders actually, because they protect the radius with our lifted truck, is door dings. Urban off-roading, actually parking in the parking lot of the grocery store. That person opens the door up to hit your truck, and instead they hit your sliders. Sliders will bite back, actually. Sliders will actually ding their car door. So urban protection is one of the big ones that the sliders actually provide if they properly match the radius of the doors. They're outside protecting the actual sheet metal of the truck, and that's exactly what these do. Yet they're big enough that we're able to, when the doors open, we have a nice big platform to step on for getting in and accessing the roof, accessing the back, getting a better view of where we're at, what's going ahead in front of us, whatever. The sliders work wonderful for that. We've put dimple die plates on them to create step tread plates that are in all of the sliders. And it just makes it so it's a lot more convenient for people in the back, person in the front getting in and out of the truck. But one of the magic things really is under the truck. So let's go underneath the truck and take a look and see how it's done there. Key thing is that we're frame mounted, and we have 3 of these massive mounts going to your frame. And every one of these mounts bolts directly to the frame. There's no drilling to the frame. And in the back, we're using a U-bolt system that we've used for the last 18 years on Land Cruiser slider systems. And we're talking, 7,000 pound Land Cruisers that go and run the Rubicon. This U-bolt system is proven. Now the front of the Bronco, we have underneath the truck, we have this mounting system for the transmission, and we have the transfer case support. And this is difficult to come in here and get a bite on the frame. We still don't want to drill any holes in the frame, and so we're using all existing holes. And the magic that we're doing is we're using a sub-bracket system. And so this sub-bracket actually gets bolted to the frame first, and once that's on the frame, then the sliders themselves, the front foot of the sliders for the front is actually a bolt-on foot, and that foot bolts to the bracket on the frame. So in the end, you have a complete frame-mounted slider system.